Hi everyone, it's Sister Folk providing your final creative ad and slide design draft critique. First of all, I want to of course start out by reminding you what are the things that I will be expecting you to turn in on your assignment in iLearn this Saturday. Okay, so what I'll be looking for first of all is your creative ad. You need to make sure that you have that completed, that it's kind of a spin-off ad from another ad that you found online, and that both your original ad and your new ad are in your slide presentation, and also that your new ad is uploaded as a PDF into iLearn. Okay. The second thing you will be uploading that will be a PDF is your multi-page, at least 6 pages of your slide presentation, and that needs to be saved as well as a PDF and uploaded into iLearn. Then you will, of course, like normal, have a PDF of your blog post. Okay, just like normal, PDF of your blog post and a link for me to your blog post that will cover your assignment. Okay, so those 4 things, make sure you can check each of them off as you're uploading in iLearn. PDF of your slides, PDF of your actual creative ad, or ad, it doesn't have to be like 2 images merged together like we did last time, but definitely your new spin-off ad, your blog post, and then your link to your site. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I do want to point out I'm going to do the video today a little bit differently. I'm going to divide it into several videos and see if that is a little bit easier for everyone to not have to watch the whole video or not have to look for their critique on the whole video. Instead, I should be able to tag your name on the part that your critique is in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I will go in the order that you guys have posted here. Tina and Lauren, I think you posted yours on the poll, so I'll probably do yours in the last video. Okay, Shelby, I think you opted in. Olivia didn't. Okay, let's take a look at your previous ad, which is really cool. Oh, new ad. Really cool. Okay, let's see if you posted the original ad. Here's a reverse engineer of the original ad. Okay, so I'm pretty tough. It has this cool sepia tone image in the background. Some awesome contrasting typography. That looks good. And yours is really following along with that. I'm pretty strong. I really like it. It's really good. I might decrease the amount of space between pretty and strong, because see, if you have a center alignment here on these words, you'll see they're really far, or if you kind of like cut it in half, you'll see these words are a lot closer compared to this third line. This third line is down pretty far. The original ad might be like that. No, they're a little bit closer. Okay, so I would move them a little bit closer, more like this ad, so it kind of reads, using the rule of proximity, it reads a little bit more like a paragraph, okay? Besides that, it's looking great. Really like it, really like your ad. On your, I'm assuming this is an example of your slide too. So on your slide, I might try to introduce some contrasting typography. Maybe if you could find a contrasting typography like this to kind of play out. You have some good typography started. I would just see if you can do that a little bit more. I'm sure you're going to edit this more, but make sure there's a space there. Okay. Your ads would look really cool on a black background for your slides. So maybe consider doing that too. But yeah, you're definitely off to a great start. Don't have to make too many edits. Your ad is really strong, so good job. The only thing I'm wondering about is this arrow. I didn't notice the arrow on this one. There's not an arrow on this one, I don't think. And this arrow is a little bit odd because it's not really, it's pointing to whatever this is in the background. So just make sure that if you're using this, I might flip it a little bit, or I don't know. I'd probably just delete it altogether since it's a little bit of a distraction from the message and from the image. All right. Oh wait, that's just a draw over. Okay, ignore me. It's looking good. You're off to a good start. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Kylie did not opt in. Tina. Oh, Tina, yours is here. Okay, you just also have it on the poll. So I will just go in order that you posted it here. Okay. So here was your original. You had emailed me this and I thought it looked really great. And I feel the same way about your spin-off ad. It looks really, really good. I love how you have, it really matches the other one in theme and in execution. And overall is just really nice. I would just double check. I think you already know about this E, and then you don't need to capitalize dangerous here. But in all honesty, I'm not going to recommend you make too many other changes. It's looking great. This space seems a little bit too big. I would probably move the A a little bit closer to Sharpie, because it doesn't read like the width here between the words, and then this width is really large. So I might edit that a little bit. Let's see. They have that on the original ad. Okay. Well, you can either choose to leave it, or for readability, from a design critique, I'd recommend having it a little bit closer. Oh no, here's theirs down here. Yeah, see how their width is a little bit closer? It all started with a Sharpie. And this spacing is a little bit more organic than how you have it over here. And this also is a little bit smaller on this one. I might consider that as well. Just making the size a little bit smaller. Although I like it a little bit larger too. Either way is fine. I would just definitely move it so it's closer to the logo. Okay? I don't think you have any of your slides posted. So that's pretty much it. You're off to a great start. Really, really solid, Tina. So you're definitely going in the right direction. Okay, let's see. Misty, nope. Shelby, Tina. Oh, first slide. Okay, Tina. These are looking really good. I love your contrasting typography. That's really nice. You have these kind of pulled points, which look really good. Just watch your capitalization. Like this looks doesn't need to be capitalized either. I love how you have your draw over pulling out notes, but yet this is aligned here on the left, so it looks really nice and tidy. Usually I recommend against doing anything that has kind of this lined background, but I think for your ad, it actually looks pretty good. So I'm not going to recommend that you change this because it's really cohesive with your color schemes, and because you have this highly saturated red down here, it still has plenty of white space, which is good. You do have quite a few typefaces going on. 1, 2, 3. This is probably the same typeface, you just italicized. So I think you're actually okay because this is just a logo. So maybe your main two typefaces are this one and then this one. So you could play around with that a little bit. You can keep the sans serif down here as your main typeface. And maybe consider introducing this one on occasion. But if this is the themed kind of title that you're going with on your different pages, I like it a lot. So I am going to recommend you can also just keep this because it's very intentional, and I can tell you've thought a lot about contrasting typography and making this eye-catching, and I think it looks really good. Okay, so that's looking great. Okay, Lauren, yours is here too. You guys are tricking me. You're just posting them both places. Okay, When it comes to what to post, slides or draft ads, supposed to post both, okay? So when you come up here, if you click here, it says, oh, let's see. New creative ad and a couple of slides, okay? On this board, do one post and reply to each post with additional slides, okay? So, kind of like what Misty did here, although I'm not sure if those are her slides. But I would say like post your ad and then reply and post a slide, reply and post a slide, just a few, okay? So that was the goal of this. The dirt, and add some packaging herself. Cool. Toothpaste powder, that's neat. Her ad looks really good. Okay, let's take a look at your spin-off. Start fresh. Really like this. I like your other one as well. The typography is really good. I think you kind of matched her typography in tone, which is great. The toothbrush needs a little bit more work on the selection. See how it looks so grainy all along the edges? So make sure you come in here and kind of clean up all this white that's cut kind of chunkily, and give it a nice crisp edge. For something like this, you might be able to use the polygonal lasso tool pretty easily. Just click, 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 click all along the edge, okay? And see how it's pretty rough selection here as well. And then I know you posted another one that was a yoga one later down. I wonder if you put it here too. Yeah, this one. I thought the face was too busy. Yep, agree with you. Okay, good. Yeah, I like this one as well. I do think it is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing because the white space, all the white space it has. Let's look at her original again. She has a lot more content on hers, more than Shop Now. You may consider adding in the Shop Now button just for cohesiveness. And then an example of your slide. Yeah, I would probably try to add in a Shop Now here or something about the reviews, just so it kind of has a little bit more call to action like she has on her original ad. And then let me glance here real quick. Okay, this looks really nice. Love this. Love how you have this image down here on the bottom with a contrasting typography. I really like the idea of the white font, but it blends in maybe a little bit too much with the background. So maybe instead you use this gray or a green. Green might be a little bit too impactful, but the gray might look nice. The fact that you have this selection here looks really good. I would definitely turn off your hyphens, okay? And then I probably would recommend not having this part center aligned on itself. Maybe you leave it left aligned and divide it into like one sentence up here, one sentence down here. Or you could have contrasting typography that says analysis and has some points about it. I know it says not to use bullet points, but we also don't want big chunks of type that people have to read. So kind of just maybe divide it into sections with a little bit of white space in between. Or you could make this point size a little bit smaller, left align it, and it could kind of live maybe up here and a little bit more proximity to this and kind of feel like it goes along with this item instead of being its own space, its own alignment. That's a little bit jarring. Okay, but you're definitely headed in the right direction. You just have a few things to still work on, like refining your selections and keeping on working on this part a little bit. But your ads are off to a really good start. Okay, thanks, Lauren.